The province we're doing our research project on is Ontario.
Ontario is one of Canada's most prominent provinces. People want to live in Ontario due to its wide range of cultures, languages, foods, and arts. As a result of the many cultures living in Ontario, many people are more accepting and non-discriminating through them being exposed to so many different cultures. Also, due to the many languages spoken, the citizens are often bilingual, which gives them an advantage over people from different provinces. The reason why there are so many different cultures and languages is because around half of Ontario's population is immigrants. As a result of the vast amount of immigrants, major regions of Ontario such as Toronto are considered a cultural mosaic. Another reason to live in Ontario is due to its natural resources, such as hydroelectricity and raw materials. These have helped Toronto and its surrounding municipalities to become major industrial centers, producing more than 50% of Canada's manufactured products.
The challenge at hand for Ontario is with the increase of refugees making way to the province, finding employment will be increasingly harder than it already is for Ontario's citizens. Ontario already has a rising unemployment rate, and with the vast number of refugees coming to Ontario, who are most likely going to be in search of survival jobs, the jobs for Ontario citizens will decrease. The refugees will be taking survival jobs to make a living as they can't apply for every position because of lack of Canadian employment credentials. This will put a strain on the unemployed Ontarians who need survival jobs but are now narrowed down.
The possible outcomes of this challenge could be a major increase in the unemployment rates in Ontario and a decline in the economy. Another possible outcome is resentment and bad judgments may begin to grow against the Ontario refugees. This may result in radical citizens attempting to hurt the refugees. The resentment felt towards the refugees may cause them to feel outcasted and unwelcome in their new homes.
We have carefully planned out an action plan to help fix this issue at hand in Ontario. We have divided our action plan into 3 major steps. Step 1 is to resettle the refugees living in Ontario to Manitoba. Manitoba is willing to accept the refugees into their province because of the positive impact they can bring to benefit their economy. Businesses are ready to welcome the refugees, some companies even offering training to the refugees. We know this can work as an event similar to this has taken place in Canadian history before. The Canadian government turned the prairies into an agricultural colony which was populated by immigrants from Eastern Canada, New England, and the United Kingdom. The Western Canadians would then buy goods produced in Eastern Canada and grow wheat and other grains that would be shipped to Europe from Montreal. Through this event in history, it can be proven that our action plan can work because, like the Canadian government migrated people to the prairies in the past to benefit the province and succeed, similarly the Syrian refugees are being migrated from Ontario to Manitoba in order to benefit the citizens and the province.
Step 2 of our plan would be to receive help from the province of Manitoba to settle the refugees. The Manitoba government has already set aside $1.4 million in September for refugee support for the estimated 2,000 refugees making way to Manitoba, as well as an extra $40,000 is being given to settlement service providers in the province so they can accommodate more refugees in the coming months. The Premier of Manitoba, Greg Sillinger, has even called on the federal government to continue to boost the refugee and immigration numbers. We know that this will work as the economic help is trustable. This is because the federal government has implemented assistance for any refugees, especially including settlement assistance. The government provides the refugees with help with transitional and interpretation language training, job-related services, and more, as mentioned in the trademarked settlement website, which is what the refugees need in order to settle down in Manitoba.
For our 3rd and final step to our plan is to gain community and non-governmental organization assistance from Manitoba. This will be achieved through the interest to help the refugees shown by the Manitoba communities and the non-governmental organizations already involved in the helping, such as the Red Cross. We know that the community and the non-governmental organizations helping the refugees will work, as there has already been progress and a major interest to help from the communities in Manitoba. As well, the Red Cross, which is willing to help with assisting the refugee settlement in Manitoba. This progress can be seen through how 5 Syrian families have already settled just outside of Winnipeg with the help of the community. We hope you enjoyed our presentation, Ms. Richards.